Hey, what's up guys? I'm gonna be reviewing a video called The Dutch Giant versus Eddie Hall. My two favorite losers.
Today I'm spending 24 hours with the world's strongest man.
The world's strongest man who's afraid to fight me, for sure, man. Now, Eddie Hall is one of the weakest people on earth. And really, I'm not even kidding.
Eddie Hall.
Yeah, the giant versus the beast, 160 kilos each of madness. Yeah.
They both look insanely old. They are both in their 30s and look like they're in their 50s.
We spend about £3,200 a month just on food.
Eddie has a big surprise for me. We're going into the tank.
Again with the tank, we already had this with the obese Turkish guy.
Introducing Eddie Hall, winner of the world's strongest man and holder of the...
Yeah, Eddie Hall is good at lifting metal like a slave for no reason. For sure, he would make a good slave for the masters. He already does. More so for entertainment, but back in the day, he would have been good at pushing the rocks or whatever metal to build something. But that's it. As far as fighting goes, and actual real strength, withstanding actual force, he's a zero, a nobody, just nothing. You could put me up against him a million times over and I would always come out as the winner. I explained this in my video How to Fight Naturally. It's just impossible. He's just way too severely obese, which makes you so weak. You just can't do anything. And as I said in the video, I would actually truly, and I really mean this genuinely, be more afraid to fight somebody in a wheelchair than him. I really mean it, because somebody in a wheelchair theoretically could get to you and they could, for example, scratch you and then you have a scratch, right? But what can Eddie Hall do? He can never even touch you. Like Eddie Hall couldn't even pull out one of my hairs because he cannot even get to you. I think I would be more afraid to fight a 4-year-old child. Really, I mean, a 4-year-old child could run at you and maybe kick you. Like you would have some damage. But you can fight Eddie Hall a million times over and you will have no damage from him. That's the thing.
500 kilo deadlift world record. Now he's venturing into a new challenge as he prepares for his debut MMA fight against Marius with only 5 weeks on the clock. I'll be following a full day of his training to see if I can keep up. It's like a castle over here. Hey. Hey. Oh, don't...
Yeah, this is what they do. They pay these slaves millions, which are just pennies for the people who are behind it. And then, of course, he promotes it to other people, has a YouTube channel and whatnot. And then that's how it goes on. Because the slave is supposed to feel comfortable in his home, his life, to go on. Otherwise, they wouldn't. The whole agenda wouldn't work. He completely fell for it.
Oh, hi, man. You okay? Nice to meet you. And you, man. Oh, we have met before. Somewhere was it FIBO?
No, I remember seeing...
It's funny how much smaller Eddie Hall seems, even though he isn't small.
Mate, it was the biggest human being. It was really the moment I started following you. I think
haven't seen him
since
all.
8 years we have been following each other on Instagram.
Yeah.
And like 2 months ago, we were like, hey, we really should meet now.
Wow, the Dutch giant looks super exhausted. Really, he messed himself up big time. Complete deterioration of his body. Eye bags, dark eye circles, super dry, dehydrated skin. Just completely done. He just completely destroyed himself.
Video.
You've done awesome as well, like your films and that. It's been cool to see.
Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, reach us out now. That's sick. It's I was here on the app.
Man, what kind of cameraman is this? You don't film yourself from that perspective. If the sun is behind you, then your shade is on the people. You film from the other side. Plus, it looks way more beautiful if the sun is in front of you. What the hell?
Port from Birmingham.
Yeah.
One after each other. Hey, reach her. And
Yeah.
It's the number one UK show. So
Yeah.
everybody knows quality. And you still have the tank. I know it's from the video.
Yeah, so this is one of the tanks.
One of the tanks.
I've got another one, yeah. So this is a CBRT Scorpion.
Also a good promotion for war, tanks, with what's going on in Europe right now. Like it's a good thing to have that. Like it's cool.
Top floor of this building here. Combat Sports
Lovely grey sky and red British brick buildings. Jesus, it looks so depressing there.
Center. Combat Sports Center. That sign pretty
In summer it's bearable, but maybe like 1 month of the year, the 11 months are hell.
much sums up what goes on inside. It's old, decaying, mouldy. Hardcore gym. Yeah, hardcore
Like yourself.
gym. So you don't get spoiled? Yeah. It's no aircon on anybody. Hey guys, MMA training with Eddie, and with this trainer he just explains I'm going to do a warm-up first, then we're going to punch in the back, then it gets really interesting. I'm going to lie on top of Eddie and he has to get loose. If he does...
I can't even look into the Dutch giant's eyes. I can only look at the eye bags. They're just so big, they almost take up the whole face.
How much was your deadlift record again?
500 kilo is
Yep.
the world record.
Where your nose started bleeding, huh?
Yeah, and ears and eyes and everything else.
Just pure misery and depression. Just he hates it so much.
So the objective when we start doing the drill
So you're punching the air like a slave, doing the least effective fighting method on earth. There's nothing worse than punching. Everything else does more damage than punching. The fact that people punch today says everything, really, about us. It means that we are very severely programmed.
is you cannot let me get up. So you're going to think you're going to put all your weight, as much as you can, against me. No, seriously, mate, like 2 years of training, you could be like, going for a world title. Seriously.
That looked very cozy.
Hey guys, during my workout I'm drinking my new product, week 16, all of the...
Of course, protein milk. Oh, Nederlands, ja. Goed. Kanker milk. Kanker milk, 75 grams. Even. Lovely. The Dutch. It's the Dutch and the British making a video together. Lovely, because it's like the same country. Two of the worst countries on earth. Both have the worst architecture on earth. Most depressing, because humans create the kind of buildings that they can imagine based on the environment. So when you live in a depressing kind of environment, in this case that's mostly based on the weather, which is usually gray and rainy, then you create those kind of buildings, in case you didn't get it. That's why in Morocco the buildings are white for the most part. In Casablanca, for example, which are some of the most beautiful buildings I've ever seen. Not that man-made structures can be beautiful, but as far as that goes, it's always sunny in Morocco, that's why. Belgium also, only gray buildings. What I mean is the architecture is so bad because of the weather.
The Netherlands in the Jumbo and on my supermarket website, muscle meat, milk with 75 grams of protein, €2.95. It's going to be amazing. Milk with extra protein.
Fuck off.
He's going to do this for 4 minutes, and I'm going to lie on top of him while he's tired. He needs to be put through the most extreme conditions, because this fight he's going to do, his mindset has to be life or death. 5, 4, 3, 2, come on, one more, 1. You're not done yet.
What is up with these losers punching a bag with their protective gear? What is this loser stuff? It's just pathetic.
We'll probably only do 1 minute, this is 4 minutes.
You know, as soon as that bell goes, you've got to give it 100%. Give it 99%.
100%, yeah? Oh, but you can only give like 20% because you're fucking obese, mate. You have a look in the mirror.
Imagine that I was on top of him, which takes me less engine him.
Jesus Christ, he looks unhealthy. Wow. So crazy. Both of these guys are just the epitome of disease. They promote disease and weakness, anti-masculinity. Two of the worst people on earth, basically.
I got out of breath after a few minutes. And he stands up. And look at this, he continues.
Man, I would fight both of them and they would have no chance ever in a million years. Literally, I mean it, 2 versus 1. I would love to do it. Really, I am verbally signing up for that right now. See it as a contract if you want. Jesus, that would be so good. It would be so funny to see them go down.
He just keeps going. What a crazy beast. I'm hyperventilating while I was on top. he did not get up, so I'm super proud.
I've sparred with black belts on the floor, and no one's been able to keep me down like that. So.
Wow, that's crazy. That's such a compliment to me.
That's true, isn't it?
It's true? Wow.
What does matter? You don't need to learn anything. You just have a lot of mass. That's it. If you're on top of somebody, how can they have a chance if you have more mass? What the fuck are they talking about? It's just about mass.
Copper bone broth.
What? Bone broth? Oh, that must be for the collagen and stuff, right?
Collagen, nutrients, helps digestion.
Yeah, but it's already cooked. What can you even get out of it? Cooked collagen, you need raw collagen. Your body is made out of raw collagen.
124 grams of protein each.
Some people eat cakes, and he eats pig blood.
Right, we've got half kilo ribeye, burger, black pudding, 2 eggs, halloumi, and then...
It's not such a bad meal, except that it's super overcooked. The minerals are gone, that's why you have those pickles, I guess, there. And some kind of fermented vegetables, probably with salt, because you're mineral deficient, so you feel like you need it. If you would be eating raw meat, you wouldn't. It's better than what most people eat, but it's still garbage. Well, he eats basically keto or something now.
I've got fermented foods, so I've got kimchi, beetroot, kimchi, carrot, sauerkraut, pickled onion, and then pickles.
I love the
These guys look exactly like the food that they eat. Super dry and dehydrated. Exactly, right? Look at the meat. The nutrients are gone, the water is gone. That's how their skin looks like. That's what cooked food does to you. Not only, but it's a part of it. Then you've got the salt also, dehydrates you even more.
no sauce, just healthy stuff.
Yeah, it's just butter and salt and meat. Like, it's...
What, блядь? What? What the fuck is healthy about it? Salt? A toxin is healthy? Moron.
It'll taste amazing. Just want to make a point as well, that is a normal size plate. Like that's a big plate.
Yep.
And you compare it to...
It's the best mixed grill I have ever had, probably.
So, all my meals are served on a platter.
Oh yeah, I see.
No, that's a normal plate.
A
That's
platter?
It's, everything's served on a platter. It's a snack.
Oh, I like that.
We do a little bit of stretching in there, and then we're going to head home and have another steak with eggs.
It's makkelijk, loser.
Last meal of the day with Eddie. 2 eggs, a very big steak, and sourdough. And after
At least these guys eat a lot of meat and eggs. That's good.
this, the last subject, the hot cold.
Therapy, yeah. So, this is like my last meal of the day.
Man, who cares what you call it sourdough? It's fucking grain sludge slime. It's slime made out of seeds. Whether it was fermented or not is irrelevant. Yeah, it tastes different. You're still eating slave food. Just call it what it is.
Big hit of red meat, eggs, and I very rarely have carbs, but sourdough is a good exception because it's good fermented, good for the gut bacteria.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, just...
Yes, exactly. Seeds are good for the gut bacteria. Eddie, with his wisdom.
Before bed, we'll go and do hot cold. So we'll do sauna and ice bath.
You have a whole house of it, huh?
Oh, we've got everything here.
Damn.
Yeah. So we'll do sauna and ice bath, do that 2-3 times, and then finish on the warm. And then that cooling down process makes you sleepy, and you sleep like a log.
Yeah, because you're stressed. You're stressed all day. That's why you look so bad.
So I'm jealous in a positive way. Eddie has his own spa. How long do you do the sauna?
Just as long as you can take it. So we do as long as we can in the sauna, and then we do 2 minutes in the cold.
But it's not a world record sitting, so what on average how long do you sit in it?
Just...
The sauna is extremely stressful for you and ages you, and then the cold also. And when you combine the two, even worse.
For a competition? No, we'll sit here until we're uncomfortably hot.
Okay, I know that figures called versus, but I'm not trying to do that in the sauna.
No, we're just sitting here until we're uncomfortably hot, and then we'll jump in the cold, and then repeat.
Okay, yeah.
So we start on the hot, and we'll finish on the hot.
Cool.
let's go, guys.
Concentrate on breathing, you forget about things.
Yeah, okay, I'm going down.
All about breathing.
Yeah, right.
It's all about ignore the way you feel. Just focus on your chakras. The pain is not even real, mate. Come on. Just imagine that you're in a lovely British winter night. You know how it is in the Netherlands. Oh yeah, actually I do. It's the same weather. We both hate each other because we're both depressed, miserable people, looking like we're in our 50s, influencing the youth to do the same.
You couldn't get my body off your MMA.
I could not. So that definitely goes to you.
Okay, yes, I got a point. Okay, I lost the food. I could get 80 or 90% of the protein in.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got 100% of that.
Oh, I could have gone way more. Yeah.
Point to Eddie.
Okay.
We had the punching bag.
Yes.
I had, I think, 863, which I'm proud because it's pretty close.
Yeah, yeah.
You had 894.
893.
Yeah, then we have the wrist. That was super close.
Yes.
Because we had a tie on 200, and then you had nuts. I don't know what he did, but
They're like 9 pounds more.
also super close. So, guys, of course, I'm big, I'm happy, but it's the world's strongest man. So if I'm close, I'm super happy.
Yeah.
What am I forgetting?
Swimming.
Okay, let's not talk about that. Okay.
It's still impressive. That was impressive.
It's incredibly boring to watch this. So you checked how strong your wrists are and how much you can swim in a toxic pool. These pools are super toxic. Yeah, what does this prove? What's the point of any of this? The way two men can compare themselves is, well, in one way, which I won't mention on YouTube, but otherwise, even in this slavery, by checking how many children both of you have, how big of a family you have. For example, I think the Dutch giant actually has a child, and I think Eddie Hall also. That's how they could compare how much of a man they are, how manly they are.
Like, that's like some stamping through the water that was.
And we filmed it underwater. It was like a titan, but I'm not proud of it, but it was fun. Okay. This is not a competition, but my first ice bath. That was nice.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
You'll sleep good tonight.
Yeah.
You'll sleep really good.
But there's so much new experience. So the MMA was new, the punching bag was new, the ice experience was new.
The black pudding.
The black pudding.
Yeah. You gotta get that in your diet.
Yeah. No, I have to thank you for this day. It was
Black pudding is, at least it used to be, probably still is, made out of blood partly. Maybe drink blood then?
incredible to follow you.
Thank you, man.
And imagine that he does this every day, so with much respect. Please subscribe because we need followers to make more videos like this.
If he does that every day, then no wonder that he looks so old and exhausted. That's absolutely insane. And the Dutch giant also looks incredibly bad. Both of them are very unhealthy beings. That's really what you should take away from this video. Everything that they did in this video is what you should not do. You should not eat overcooked food, which is super dry and really partly causes malnutrition because there's so few minerals and vitamins left in the food. And then of course also all the stress from the swimming, the gym, all kinds of stuff with weights, all just to do what? To fight, and then what? Get money, which is the goal, as I said in the UFC video last week. And then what, you stress and age yourself, create tons of wrinkles, probably a heart attack eventually from all the stress, just to get money which doesn't even exist, just to have a better life as a slave. What the fuck is the point of any of that? Find another way. Just realize why you're even doing it, because really your goal is just to be rich and live comfortably so you don't have to do any of that. Then find a way to do it comfortably somehow if you want to be a slave and live in the system anyway. But destroying your life, leaving your children behind just because you wanted to become rich, it's just dumb as hell. You're going after something that doesn't even exist. And if you don't get what I'm talking about, what I'm saying is, if you would give Eddie Hall, whatever, $100 million, whatever he wants, any amount, just this paper with symbols, then he would stop doing it, because that's why he's doing it. Sure, there could be some other trauma and pain behind why he's doing it, to prove something to somebody. Maybe his father, or I don't even care. But in the end, really, it's just this one reason always that people do this, and that's to become rich, to live comfortably. Then don't promote this uncomfortable lifestyle which you don't even like yourself. There's many other ways to do it. Ideally, of course, get out of the system completely, but seeing as that's hard and not really an option for most people, do something else. But don't do this and promote it as if it's something that you like to do, even though your face expression always shows pure misery. In every video of Eddie Hall and the Dutch Giant, they hate what they do. They're always miserable, always depressed. They just hate themselves and their own lives. And they do all of this, sell their synthetic products, garbage, like the Dutch Giant, just to get a lot of money and to stop it. Because if they would both be given, like I said, 100 million or whatever they want, they would not even do any of this. They would just live comfortably. They would just chill all day. Because nobody wants to do any of this. Nobody wants to work any kind of job or anything, especially as severely stressful as that. It's all about just being a good slave. They give you your pennies, which are pennies for them, and then you keep going because it's never enough. It's all bullshit, everything, all of these videos. Thanks for watching.